This is one of my dream moment, I would say. I was always dreaming of developing apps like this and then launching it to the schools. And to tell you the fact that how I actually started working on this project, this idea has been with me for last 4 years. And for 4 years I've been just thinking how to really go about and when my idea can see the daylight. And I'll tell you a small story that how this idea actually came. So my background is environment education. I've been an environmental educator all my life. I was associated with BNHS where I worked for more than 21 years. And all I did was just education and interacting with students like you. So there was this one incident which actually changed my perspective completely. So I've been into nature education like for ages. So you can imagine that you can call me a professional, a pro in the environment education. But there was this one group of children who challenged my expertise, who challenged my approach, who challenged the way I look at education. So I was to conduct a nature trail to a group of 8th graders in Navi Mumbai. This is in Maharashtra. That's where I stay. So when I was at the site, I was waiting for the students to come in. This bus load of students just landed. And when the students landed there, they started actually, they landed up with gadgets. So they were having all this, either they were having a smartphone or either they were having a digicam or a handycam. Everyone was having a gadget. And they started clicking pictures of whatever was around because we were in a forested area. And they were not listening to their teacher and they were not listening. They didn't care that who was there, who was to conduct the nature trail. So the teacher was trying to introduce me. She was trying to get the children's attention, but nobody was bothered that we two existed over there. So they were just busy, because that's how 8th graders are. They have this own attitude and they were all having this gadget. They didn't bother. And they started clicking and the teacher was apologizing to me that I'm really sorry. The students are not like this, but I don't know why they're behaving like this today. I said it's absolutely fine. I can see that they're engaged with nature, but through a gadget. And therefore they don't care what you are going to say. So initially I started talking to them. I wanted to show them some butterflies, some trees, some flowers. Nobody is listening, nobody is looking at what I'm showing. So then I said, okay, here is a moment I need to change something. It's not that I can teach the same way what I've been teaching all these years. So the educators haven't changed, but the learners have changed. Our students have changed, the generation has changed. So that was a challenge, and I said if I have to conduct a nature trail which is of 2 hours, I need to get the attention of the students. So how I get the attention? So what I did, I just announced one thing. I said that how many of you would like to learn wildlife photography? Because all they were doing just photography. So all the students came to me then. They said, ma'am, yes, please teach us how to. So thereafter, I started teaching him photography. Nothing about nature, nothing about environment. I was showing them a flower and asking them how to compose it. I was showing a butterfly and which angle they should take it. The students were taking the picture. They used to come and show me, ma'am, is it right? Then I used to tell, no, the light is not correct. The composition is not correct. So I actually did for initial 15 minutes only photography. And then thereafter, now students are paying attention to me. They were listening to me because they realized that here is someone who can show us nice objects for photography. That's all they knew. So thereafter I asked a student that what are you going to do with these pictures? Where are you going to use them? He said that I am going to put up on Facebook. I said, great. He said, I'll put on the Facebook and I will boast among my friends that I had gone to this forest and I got this lovely pictures. I said, great, wonderful. But what if someone asks you that, what is the name of this butterfly? What is the name of this flower? Then he said, oh ma'am, wo to pata nahi hai. I said, exactly, I can tell you. So he said, I'll give you the names of all the things you people are photographing. Everyone agreed to take down the names. And they were so gadget free that they didn't bring a notepad also for a nature trail, which is a compulsory thing we asked them. None of them brought it. So I said, now where are you going to note down the information? They said, madam, mobile mein kar lete hain. So in the text mode, they started feeding the information which I was giving them. I completed my 2-hour nature trail with complete attention of the children, and they were learning about environment, but they were learning through a gadget. And by the end of the trail, I realized one thing, that we have to change the language, the way we talk to our children today, or with the students. And students by the end were interested in wildlife by then. And they told me that, ma'am, why don't you conduct a wildlife photography workshop for us? We would like to learn more about photography and more about wildlife. So that triggered me that this generation needs something or some education medium which could be through a gadget, and that's where I thought of a mobile app.